Hey guys, welcome back to OverTakes, and this is Misfit. We are going to hit you with our second part of what we were talking about yesterday. We went a little long, so we wanted to split it up a little bit and give you two different videos on some of the stuff we were talking about. We're going to hit on some news about the playoffs, if and how they restructure the league next year with the 20 teams and the proposed split season between 2 stages instead of 4. If you guys are new to the program, we do a lot of Overwatch League coverage. We will be hitting you probably 2 to 3 times a week, depending on what's going on. During the off season, during the regular season, we usually hit you with 4 to 5 different videos a week. So if you are into the Overwatch League and you want to keep current on news and you want a place to, voice your opinion, talk about things, definitely hit a like, hit a subscribe, and join us. And for all of you guys that are rejoining us and have been, sticking around, welcome back. Let's dive into it. This year is going to have a different format because of the amount of teams. Now, potentially has changed according to Dave C. at Benchmob, who knows his shit. So
yeah,
links down below, guys.
We were hesitant with some of the reports that he was putting out, but
they all good.
Everything that he has said has been confirmed to this point, or as close to confirmed as you can get. So,
no one has come out and said, nope, that ain't happening.
Right, exactly. So, Benchmob, he seems to be the new go-to guy for these sources, because, pretty much since the Fissure situation, we have seen nothing from Slasher. And I think because he had that whole thing where he was like, I'm kind of stepping away and doing something else, blah, 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 blah. So, I think he's either... I have no idea what's going on with Slasher, but he's just not the rumor guy anymore. It seems to be Benchmob, Dave C. Check him out on Twitter. He's
got the link down below. We have his link down below, and sign up on his Twitter.
If you guys have been following any of this stuff, you've seen his tweets because they're everywhere when it's relevant to this, and he knows his shit. At this point, he's now our Ian Rappaport.
Yeah,
basically.
He doesn't have 6 phones like Schefter, though. I don't think.
Or he's the Adrian Wojnarowski for us. He's going to be just dropping... He won't be dropping Waj bombs. He'll be dropping, who knows, bench bombs. Bench bombs.
Yeah.
Bench bombs.
Bench bombs. Anyway, so the latest version of that, so the playoff system.
Yeah.
We do have a lot more teams. Now, they're not going to run it the same way. So Benchmob's sources say that we're going to have the Season 2 playoffs are going to be 8 teams, 6 of which will be determined by regular season standings. The final 2 will be spots earned in a separate play-in tournament that'll take place right after the regular season.
So there's a lot to unpack in this tweet. So basically, regular season is going to matter for the top 6 teams, and I'm guessing seeding for the play-in tournament. There's speculation of how this tournament is going to be, and I don't think there's any details of how it's going to be. But one of the rumors that I heard, and this comes from King Michael, is... He's
also good, if you guys don't...
he knows his shit. I know he gets a lot of hate on the Reddit. I don't understand why people hate him so much.
Because people don't like him because he's brash, and he says what he thinks.
He takes all his news from Reddit and just says it on his video. It's like, yeah, that's how news works in this day and age, fuckers. Everyone is getting their news from that. Right, we do the same thing.
And we do the same thing he does. Someone puts something out there, and then we give you our thoughts on it.
Exactly.
And we want to see what you guys think, other than, you guys are a bunch of fucking trash.
Right.
Anyway.
So that's just how news works at this day and age. But he speculated that they could do a tournament very similar to what they do in League, which is a gauntlet style tournament where you have the last place team plays the second to last place team. The winner of that plays the next team in the standings, and then they just go through in that until you get your last 2 teams that make it.
Yeah,
which would be phenomenal. And we were speculating on this, and it's just like, what if that had happened at the end of this past season? You could have absolutely had a team like Dallas or a team like
San Francisco
make the playoffs because they ended the season on a hot streak.
Or
and
even
they looked
Houston.
like a completely different team. Yeah, Houston could have gotten themselves in.
Everyone, in case you guys don't know what the gauntlet system is, most of you guys are in esports, so you probably know they're taking the top 6 teams.
Those teams are automatically in. They don't have to play in this tournament at all.
Yeah. Then the current amount of teams. So we have 20 teams. So team 7 through team 20. starting this tournament. Now, it starts with Team 20 playing Team 19, and then they play Team 18 if they win. It just goes up the ladder.
Yeah.
So
Royal Rumble style.
Yeah.
From WWE.
There you go.
Like, this could be... I mean, no matter what the tournament style is, I think it's going to be phenomenal.
You gamer guys, Punch-Out style.
Yeah.
You start off against Glass Joe, and then you go up all the way to the top, and then you got to fight Mike Tyson and get punched in the face once. Anyway.
Right, exactly. Yeah, this could be...
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would love if that's how it goes.
How cool would that be?
But I feel like no matter how they do it, I love this style of...
Yeah, even if they did regular
those 7 and 8 seeds are not predetermined by the regular season. So you're still giving the regular season some meaning by having top 6 teams make it in, and then the seeding for your final tournament, or the tournament to get into those final spots, will be affected by that. But man, this could be so awesome.
Yeah,
I love this change. I think this is going to be...
And I'm assuming if you're doing that, you're running 2 brackets.
Yeah.
So you go, I guess, for lack of a better way, your gauntlet would be odd numbers, even numbers.
Yeah, I would think so.
And that way, and you just go up from there. One's the 7 seed, one's the 8 seed.
Yeah.
You reseed after.
Right.
So, like, say Team 20 happens to do the miracle.
Right.
They would be the 8 seed in the playoffs, and whoever else would be, that was above them, would be the 7.
Yeah, that would probably make the most sense, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to make it interesting enough for, like, so these teams even have a shot. Because it's like, if you're the 20th team, there's, like, going through, 13 other teams to try to get to the top would be insane.
Or 7 at the most.
But like, if you split it, I think that would make a lot of sense. That would be really awesome, though. But I feel like no matter how they
even
do
if you just ran a tournament,
even just a regular straight up tournament where it's one elimination type thing. Yes, that's a perfect time, and then that gives the 1 through 6 seeds time to look at each other and see what they got to do, and it fills your void. I love this change. I think this is going to be...
I do too. I think it's going to be fantastic. No matter what way they run it. Even if they come up with a new fucking thing. I don't care. Yeah. Like a double elimination or something like that. I don't care what they run. I like the gauntlet style probably the best. Yeah. I will sit there. I will watch that whole fucking tournament and it'll be awesome.
Yeah. And it really gives the shot to, like, if you had a bad season but you ended on a hot streak.
Yeah. Or the meta changed and you were hot garbage in the first part. Say, like Dallas.
Yeah.
Like we said.
Like Dallas, like San Francisco, where you're getting guys that come in late into the season, but you started off really poorly. I mean, there's any number of scenarios where this just really makes it so much more interesting, and it gives everybody a shot. Yeah. No matter what.
Yeah, you have a shot in the tournament. Are the 20th seed and the 20th probably through... up to the 15th seed going to be worth a damn? Probably not, but you never know.
You never know. Exactly.
And then the 16th seed beat a 1 seed this year in the NCAA playoffs or in the tournament, right?
And then you could also end up with situations where you have... it's just going to make it's going to make every game feel more impactful because it's going to affect your seeding for the tournament. It's going to affect...
it's going to affect a lot of different
So you're not just going to get these games at the end where you had it in stage 4 where they just didn't matter.
And whatnot.
You had the sandbagging, or you had the teams that, the Mayhem, for instance.
Shanghai.
By that point, it didn't even matter because there was literally nothing they could have done. Yeah.
They were playing and but, once you get to a certain point, you're like, fuck, man, there's nothing to play for.
Yeah. We're in, doesn't matter. But then they could be playing a team that's trying to get in, so that makes it more interesting. And then if it stays pretty close, because you're going to have fewer games, your seeding could change very drastically with just a few games. So, that makes it even more impactful on top of it. So, I love the changes that they're making to the season. I'm really interested to see if they end up still doing the stage playoffs. I feel like...
Yeah. I think they need to just ditch the stage playoff.
I wonder if maybe they're going to end up doing, a middle stage tournament. Because they're saying 2 stages. Right. So I wonder if at the end of stage 1, they do, here's the top 4 teams. They play each other. That's like your mid-season champion.
Yeah, or you run a gauntlet in the middle.
Or you run a gauntlet. Yeah, you run a gauntlet like that. Or something in like the top...
$1 million mid-season gauntlet tournament.
Something like that.
I still think they should run the All-Star game in the middle.
I do too. I think that's something that they should definitely do. I don't know if they will.
No.
Just because then it helps them extend the season.
But you could do like I think I said it in the last one. You give that month break in the middle.
And I do think that they would be smart to kind of push back things a little bit more, where you do your first stage that lasts from February to April. Then you start again in May, and you go from like May to June for your second stage, and then in August is when you do that, and then you just jump right into World Cup.
Yeah.
And that kind of keeps things flowing a little bit smoother, and you're not having like these really long breaks without anything going on. But it'll be interesting to see how they do all that stuff, because I feel like next season is going to be even crazier off-season wise. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna definitely see. I mean this is like the first of what's to come and the changes and stuff too.
Right.
With the structure, because
I mean they were making changes halfway through the season.
Yeah.
Last time, so I mean. These changes could be completely different going into next season.
I think,
it's going to be interesting.
Now, the one thing I'm on this playoff thing, and this is going to go back to, the whole meta thing. So what's going to happen when heroes come out, around the league? Since we don't have 4 stages, update patches, things like that. Yeah. Are we gonna just throw them in the middle of the 14 game thing, or are we gonna wait till halfway and then? If not, are we just going to say, well, you're fucked? Yeah. Like they did in the last one. There's got to be something has to be done with that, especially in this new format change. Yeah. And
I'm wondering if we're going to get some news on that soon.
Unless the only other thing I can think of that they could do is they structure it around the new heroes. Mm. So you get that new hero in January? Yeah. That's in the first part of the season. The next one comes out usually in March.
Right. So it comes in right at the end of the first stage, and then
you run the second stage, and then the next one's not out until June?
Yeah, and that one wouldn't even get put in.
Yeah, Brigida didn't come out. Brigida came out in March, and then Hammond came out in June.
Yeah, so Hammond came out after the season. I think he came out during the finals.
Yeah, into the live servers, not on PTR. Yeah. But they got to do that, and they got to figure out what they want to do with the patches. Because if you have some patches that are fixing bugs and all that crap, you got to have that back into They have to do more with that. Right. That that was the one thing I was thinking with the
and then the reworks too. You got to think about that too, because there's inevitably going to be more reworks and all that,
and new maps. I mean, the new maps isn't as big of a deal with not including them in. I don't think. Right. Because everybody's got to get a feel for that. It's a little bit different than a rework or a hero change or something like that. Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering what they're going to do with map things, because that's kind of that was a sticking point for some of these guys that I saw as well. Yeah. Is you're learning all these new all these different maps and the intricacies of them and how best to strategize on them and all of that stuff, and that's always kind of evolving. So that's one thing that they could definitely look into, but I feel I
think maybe they should pull some their friends over at Heroes of the Storm. Mm. Maybe even I'm even talking in the live servers. So in Heroes of the Storm now, there's so many maps. You have this month we're running these maps. Spider Queen's not going to be in, Hanamura's not going to be in, and Towers of Doom aren't going to be in. How they do that? Yeah. And then you have this map pool so you guys can figure out what's going on.
But then you don't really want to do that too much on the live servers, just because you want to keep it fresh.
Right.
So they kind of have to run it a little bit differently for
But I'm saying, when your map pool is that huge, right? You take time to fix some of the bugs or whatever in those maps. Yeah. But
I totally have agree. A map ban? Ooh. If they added a map ban, that would be pretty cool.
In the league. I say they do. I say they do the ping pong ball thing too. I fucking like that. I don't know why. I like the whole at the beginning of the stage.
Yeah, beginning of the stage, you run the lottery. Yeah, that would be awesome.
And then, but you still have the option to ban a map at the beginning. Whoever wins, say you win the escort, and then you move on to the next. You start off. Whoever wins, you're moving on to 2CP. Yeah. You know, you got Hanamura and you got Horizon.
Yeah.
You ban Hanamura because you know they have a great comp and they run it on there.
That could be really, really cool.
Or if you're the loser, you know, like kind of like...
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I think
I like that idea. I mean...
That's got some potential to be pretty awesome.
And that way, you kind of got to study for the map, but you don't have to study for all of them. Mm-hmm. Because you know you're going into a plan, well, we're good on King's Row.
And I do feel like they're going to, per stage, they're going to limit the maps because that's just how they did it, and it worked out pretty well.
Some are better to watch than others, too.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is they want to make sure that they're going to be watchable.
Yeah. Well, because I know I hear they're retweaking Anubis. They're tweaking Rialto. And there's going to be two more. There are going to be 2 more maps coming in anyway.
Yeah, because we'll have Busan by that point, and then
whatever they release,
whatever is going to happen.
BlizzCon.
Yeah, whatever's going to happen around BlizzCon.
Because you know they drop something at BlizzCon. They're going to drop a hero and they're going to drop a map.
Right, because between now and
November.
Yeah, between now and November, Busan will be in probably within the next week on the live servers. I feel like probably next week.
Yeah, it should be on next week. Week after at the latest. Maybe they'll do one of those Thursday drops.
Yeah, I would be surprised if we don't start hear rumblings like within a week or 2 of that coming out. I would not be surprised if we hear some rumblings of a new hero.
Oh yeah, well the Stylosa rumors will start. Then you know what they'll do? They'll drop what Junkenstein.
Yeah,
Junkenstein will drop, and then it'll get quiet for a minute, and then it'll be like they'll start doing hints for BlizzCon.
If they're kind of going on their pace that they have been, it's been like within the week of something new coming onto the PTR or off of the PTR onto the live servers. There's leaks and talks about and putting on the new characters. Like I don't think we're going to be waiting until BlizzCon for the next hero.
Oh, I think so. We disagree on this one. Dude, those guys love making BlizzCon fucking shit.
But that's the thing. I could see them putting out a new hero and then teasing another hero at BlizzCon.
It's possible, but remember, they're also reworking Torb and 4 other guys.
So that's
top
probably
bottom reworks.
After Busan comes out, that's probably when we'll get the Torb rework, and then that would make more sense.
And they have a lot of bugs. I don't know, you guys all play, but
there's a lot of people talking about bugs.
And it's all the heroes they fuck with constantly.
Right.
You know, and I'm going on a rant here, guys. Bear with me. I'm going on a rant here, guys. Look, I love new heroes. I love the feeling of new heroes. And all of you fucks that complain about everything when a new hero comes out, they nerf the shit out of it, then they fix the shit out of it, and then it's fucking bugged for a year. Doomfist, Brigida, Moira, Sombra.
I mean, they literally just got Reinhardt almost bug-free, and I know he still has some bugs.
And it fucking pisses me off.
Yeah.
Because those are all heroes I like to play. I like to play Sombra. She's so buggy, I'm not even going to go near her right now.
Yeah. And she's going to be such a pain in the ass.
I knew as soon as fucking Brigida came out, everyone was going to fucking complain.
Yeah.
Because the shield bash, I can't run around with Genji anymore. Fuck off.
Play smarter.
Yeah, play a different hero. Part of that rant was for that. So, we're going to end this one. Alright, guys. That's going to do it for this one, and I'm sure we'll be back with some more news. I'm going to be away. Kel's going to be on top of all of it. So I'll throw some stuff on social media. I'm going to be doing some time in Vegas. Anyway, you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks for all the likes and support that you guys have been giving us, all of the the different things you guys do for us, the comments down below, all that kind of good stuff. We will definitely be, in touch with you guys with whatever goes on, because there's just stuff flying from every direction right now.
Yeah.
So you guys have a good rest of your day, and we'll talk to you later.
Catch you guys on the next one. Later.